Francophone, 2 fois président, passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président.
Hi, good day. This is Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Today, I've come to compare British Cameroon, what La République called Northwest and Southwest, and Northern Cameroons, which is part of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Some people have often said, oh, if some people wanted us to join Nigeria. I don't care whether Nigeria or the Cameroons, Rio dos Cameroons, those names were given by foreign powers, Nigeria, Rio dos Cameroons. But however, let's see today, those of you who wanted us to join La République du Cameroon and Prime Minister Dr. Endeli warned us. Let's see what does British Cameroon Northwest and Southwest is like when you compare it with Northern Cameroons, which is today is the Adamawa state in Nigeria, the Borno state in Nigeria, and Taraba states. Let's compare those states with the country which is being called Northwest and Southwest today. Before I start this political broadcast, I always like to read from the preamble of La République du Cameroun. This is what the preamble says. Firm determination to build the Cameroonian fatherland on the basis of the ideals of fraternity, justice, and progress. Do you know what fraternity means? It means our common interests. Do we have any common interest with La République? No. Some places they have light, they have water, they have international airport. There is two-tier Cameroon. La République du Cameroon have got international airport, British Cameroon, nothing. I would like to compare these things with former Northern Cameroons, which is Adamawa State, Borno State, and Taraba State. I want to compare. Since 1961, what have happened in this Northwest and Southwest British Cameroon? Any development when you compare it with Adamawa State in Nigeria, Borno State, and Taraba State? And they say justice, they say in Cameroon. Justice means equal right, equal opportunity. Do we have that equal opportunity? We see La République du Cameroon imposing inherited institution from France like École Normale Supérieure, ENAM, civil servant, politician, colonial duos and governors, things that we of the British Cameroons, we are not used to it. So what have moved on? I want to see how we compare whether Nigeria have annexed Adamawa State, Borno State, Taraba State, the way La République have annexed former British Cameroon. Let's look at this. They talk about fraternity, justice, and progress. Well, my brothers and sisters, when we talk about progress, we know about what in British Cameroon, Tico International Airport. Some people said it was a Manfay Airport, other airport. We had Cameroon Bank, a lot of things. It has been destroyed. As I speak, I want to look at some of the main things that we have in Adamawa State, Borno State, and Taraba State. If we have these things in British Cameroon, Northwest and Southwest, and if we don't have it, what are we doing with people who don't want us to have what the Cameroon Constitution in the preamble say, to administer fraternity, justice, and progress? Instead, the law of diminishing marginal return have been facing British Cameroon, Northwest and Southwest. When you go to Adamawa State, which is in Nigeria now, that's not in Nigeria, one of it. They have what? 12 local government areas. Adamawa State in Nigeria have got Yola Airport for domestic flight. They have got a motorway, a federal highway route, A4, A13, A8. It runs from Taraba State right to Borno State. That's Adamawa State. Motorways. In the whole of La République du Cameroon, we don't have a single motorway. Motorway doesn't just mean two-side road. It means 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, the other side. We don't have it. Adamawa State have got the basic necessity. In the northwest and southwest, for those of you who are saying, let's join La République, welcome home, our brothers again. What do you have there? Nothing. Northwest and southwest, nothing. No airport, no motorway. But you see, Adamawa, that used to be Northern Cameroon, have got those things. Federal highway. It moved from one state to another state. They have domestic flights. Do we have domestic flight that move in Northwest and Southwest British Cameroon? No. Look at Borno State too. They have 5 local government areas. They have 3,000 kilometer tarred road. The road links from neighboring state. You have Maiduguri International Airport in Borno State, the capital, which is Borno. You have motorway, international airport. That's Northern Cameroons. So I'm trying to see if British Cameroons was part of Nigeria. I want to see, maybe we would have been better off in the Federal Republic of Nigeria than in La République. Because I'm trying to compare Northern Cameroons, that's part of Federal Republic of Nigeria. You go to Taraba State, you have 7 local government areas. You have a motorway that runs from Calabar to Maiduguri. Take note, Maiduguri is another Borno state which is was part of Northern Cameroon. So all these states, they have this motorway. Then you have Jalingo Airport. And they have direct flights from there to Abuja. If you want to take international flight, it goes directly to Abuja. Do we have anything in Northwest and Southwest British Cameroon? No. So for those of you who are saying we should join La République, they are our brothers. All of us in Africa, we are brothers. All of us, brothers and sisters. But that's not the case. When it comes to country or culture, some people, they should not impose their culture to other people. Relatively, if you look at the judiciary in Nigeria, in Borno State, in Taraba State, in Adamawa State, they are independent. The judiciary, although sometimes, you know, Africa, the government, they like to put force or pressure on judicial system. But if you look at lawyers in the Cameroons, not Cameroons, I mean Nigeria, they practice what? Common law. You see the lawyer, I see the talk. But in the Cameroons, we say we have common law, but what we are practicing is La République laws. When people have issues, they have to go to Yaoundé. We don't have our own Supreme Court in British Cameroon. We should have 2 systems. The French system in La République du Cameroon, judicial system, and the English system in British Cameroon, Northwest and Southwest. But they are imposing it. Military tribunal that La République du Cameroon inherited it from France in 1793. They are imposing it on us. We, in British Cameroons, we have politicians. Politicians are not administrators. In La République du Cameroon, what do they have? Civil servant politicians. Mr. Biya was a civil servant. He has his matricule. He became president. Aijo was a civil servant, became president. Look at all the prime ministers in the Cameroons. They are civil servants. They are not politicians. GEOs, they are administrators. They come out from what? ENAM. Administrators are governors. Governors are position for politicians. SDOs are position for politicians in the English side. Northern Cameroon, they have politicians governing them, not civil servant politicians. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you see this union that we join, La République du Cameroon, taken into evidence, is the worst thing that have ever happened in our life. I'm not here talking about individuals. I have my good friends, I have my loved ones in La République du Cameroon. That is different. I'm talking about the geopolitics and the dynamics. If you ask me to choose between my family and other world, I will choose my family first. Whether you're Francophone, Anglophone, Nigeria, British, my family comes first. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how some people are imposing their ideologies, their inherited bad culture on us in British Cameroons. And if I look at it, to me, if I had the two alternatives based on evidence, if I was voting, if I was alive, when Prime Minister Dr. Ndeli, they were alive, when they were deciding on all those things, taking all the evidence, I would have preferred to be in Nigeria than La République du Cameroon, because you look at the evidence, Adamawa State have got airport, international airport, motorways, better hospitals. But in the Cameroons, Northwest and Southwest, we don't have anything. Borno State, everything, basic necessity. They don't use gendarmes to brutalize people. They don't use military court on civilians. Taraba State, the same. Dr. Ndeli said it. If you join these people, they will use their gendarmes and their army to beat you. You will have no right to talk. When I was born in the Cameroons, I was talking. Before the so-called, is it press or freedom word law in 1990, I was talking. They have assimilate us, annex us, integrate us more than when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I used to talk, I used to criticize the government. I used to go from Yaoundé, Norway, other places. But today, people are scared to talk. Today, as I speak, people are scared. When there was no social media, there was nothing. I used to challenge the government of La République du Cameroon. Boya University did not fall from the sky. Tripartite did not fall from the sky. National conference or multipartism, we fought for it. There was no social media. We were there, we were protesting, we made our voice to be heard. But today, we have social media. People are afraid even to go and strike or protest. There is no water, you are afraid to protest. There is no electricity, you are afraid to protest. No good hospital, you are afraid to protest. But I used to, in the Cameroons. But today, everybody sits and waiting for divine intervention. Nothing will fall from heaven, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have water, you pay tax, you have to protest. If you don't have electricity, you pay your electricity, you have to protest. It is your right. People cannot be embezzling your money. Nigeria is not heaven. But if you cannot compare Northern Cameroons, Adamawa State, Borno State, Taraba State, you cannot compare it with British Cameroons, Northwest and Southwest. We have nothing. People come and lie that they'll do deep sea port, ring road. More than 30 years. Everybody sit quiet. You're afraid that they should kill you. If you say you don't have water, you don't have electricity, why should they kill you? Is there any place on earth that CNU rebranded CPDM will be ruling a country for more than 60 years? You have a non-functional government. They don't know how to run a country. They are afraid to come and stand for interview. You have ministers who are window dressing exercise. HUD controls anything. Have you ever seen a country when they want to appoint you minister, they will say 1 or 2 should come from Northwest region, another one from Southwest region, another one from South or this. No, you don't do that. You look for people who are competent. You don't distribute ministry, whether Grand North should have this should have this. That's not how you do it. You look for competent people. All of us, we know people who are competent to run ministry. Ministry are just distributed for them to embezzle money, then A2D and France, they do the job. Because ministers, they don't have a function in the Cameroons. Everything that they decide comes from A2D and France. France is making your monetary policy, deciding on your interest rate, manufacturing your money, decide on your economy. France will install people, tell who should be in this position or what position. France, Macron will leave and go to Chad and put who is a president. Then they use taxpayers' money and say election. Election is not just going to the ballot. Democracy is more than that. It is a social contract. In the Cameroons today, people are talking of 2025. To do what? Let's talk about the last 6 years. What has the CNU rebranded CPDM done? What? Every end of the year, the chairman of the CNU rebranded CPDM come and talk. Say capacité de électricité, on va faire ça. Do you read the constitution of the Cameroons? The things that you even promise, you don't do it. People are sick every day. They are bad road every day. 3 police officers were killed in Boya. The president, the Secretary of State for Internal Security, the Minister of Territorial Administration, the Prime Minister, they are silent. They don't say anything. The job of a police officer is to protect the people and safety. And all the police, as stupid as they are, they should be out to protest that the government cannot protect them. That's why 3 police officers were killed in Boya. Because the government cannot protect them. Article 8 of the Constitution says the President of the Republic shall guarantee internal and external security. You don't blame criminals. You fight crime and the causes of crime. Ladies and gentlemen, compare Northern Cameroons, which is Adamawa, Borno State, and Taraba State. Compare it with British Cameroon today. We are nothing. We are nothing. And once more, we have to learn to listen to people who understand the system. Dr. Endeli warned us. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This has been a party political broadcast by myself, the leader of British Cameroon National Party, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge. Have a great day.
Wonderful. And the president say, des jeunes prennent le chemin de la Libye pour devenir des esclaves. Les jeunes prennent la route du désert pour entrer à l'Europe. Comment pouvez-vous nommer un individu à un poste pendant 25 ans, 20 ans, directeur de tant, 30 ans, pour vous partager le pouvoir avec vos familles, pour vous partager le pouvoir avec vos amis, pour vous partager le pays avec vos familles, pour vous partager le pays avec vos familles. Les attraper.